It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders. Next on Madden Football.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. He'll begin his return from the 11th. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Daniels off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Daniels from the pistol. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Staying with Eckler. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They put Flowers in motion right. First down throw for Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Gets this to Bateman.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This taken from the 12. Jukes out a one-stop, and he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They send a receiver in motion right. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. Has a big hole left. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I could promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Has it down close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Running for it, here's Henry. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Justin Matabike making that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air, so that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
3rd down give to Robinson, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Short drop, and he gets a kick away. He'll take it in short of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Ravens will go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They motion the tight end over. 1st down, here's Lamar. This one's to Andrews outright. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. but you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. It's about 43 yards for it. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders tie and can take the lead here in the second. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take the lead on that successful kick. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has it at the 11. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. A tight end in motion now. On 1st down, Jackson. Taken in by Likely. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Play fake, Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar now from the gun. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Henry on the option. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short, so that's 3rd and less than a yard.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Ravens at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Jackson looking to throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 1. That heater is going to fall to the turf. This one misses the tight end. And now they're left with 4th and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they've taken back the lead.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This finds Likely. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson connects with Bateman. And he's taken down at the 30. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Lamar throwing again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner, too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
From the 25 on 2nd down. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's 2nd and 11. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Jackson now on 3rd. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a 1st for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Henry broke through the tackle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Motioning the tight end left. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up 4th and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Ravens are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. On 1st down, Jackson into the hands of Likely. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Man in motion, headed right. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll send their tight end right. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Third and just 2 to go. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Gets it to him on the screen. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He'll get this to Henry. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Flush down out to his left, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens grow the lead to 7. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. That's taken in by Samuel. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Daniels on 1st down. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, Daniels to the air. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He got it! Interception! And the Ravens are going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They give it to him again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And that one's unsuccessful.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Option give here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
1st down, ball at the 36. Now it's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, let you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And they bring him down around the 34. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to the well again. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here he is to throw. He rolls. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Commanders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Escapes out to the left. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. To throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Ravens are your winners. As with that, we sign off from DC.